Hey y'all, so welcome back to part 2 of doing my son's Cars themed second birthday party. So one thing I always do is gift bags, and I try to make the gift bags something that small kids will enjoy. So I like to do things like stickers, tattoos, crazy straws, bubbles. And this year I added croc charms, which was so cute, and then these little ring pops of Lightning McQueen and Mater. I always give out thank you cards at any event that I do because I like to show my appreciation for people, and I just feel like give the people the thank you cards while you're at the event and not have to mail them. So his thank you cards always include a photo because I feel like that's something that people will keep, and it's not just something that people will throw away. So we had like 5 variations of those thank you cards. And then another staple that I always do at events is posters. So I found that it's like a cost saver to do large prints and put them in poster frames. So normally I have my own poster frames already, but last year at his birthday party, I gave away all of the poster frames that we had because his grandparents love the pictures. So I just gave his grandparents the pictures with the frame in it. So this year we bought new frames and put the prints inside of the frames because when you buy a foam board, it is just too expensive. It's like $50. I bought a 4-pack of frames for like $24 from Walmart. I got the prints from FedEx. And so, yeah. So now one of my favorite parts, I love these cups so much. These are the cups that we put on the kids' tables. And of course, you got to wash them before the kids use them. So I made sure I soaked them really good and washed them and then put them all together. So it was the tires, which I loved. And then there was another one, which was like the traffic cone. So I put all of those together to make sure that I prepped as much stuff as possible for this party before the day of, because I did not want to be running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So one thing I always do is stay very much on brand, on theme. Like everything was Cars related, like all of the characters. And I also do a lot of DIY. One thing that we had was a t-shirt station. And I'm going to show y'all that in the next video. I also did my own photo props. So I cut out different characters from Cars. And I just bought the little dowels on Amazon, and I just put the dowels on, like after I did the cutouts, I just put the dowels on them, and this is how they turned out. I just taped the dowels to the back so that you don't have to buy photo props, and you could customize them however you want. Of course, I used Canva, and just like I said, very much on brand. So we did pit crew necklaces for everybody. So I purchased lanyards on Amazon, which I'll make sure that I link all of this stuff in my Amazon storefront. I also purchased these prints off of Etsy. They were like a couple of dollars. This whole project was really cheap. I'm definitely a DIYer when it comes to these parties. And so this is how the pit crew passes turned out. And I thought that they were so cute. So we gave them to all of the kids like as they were leaving, because we had bounce houses and stuff, and I didn't want them to get tangled up in the necklaces. So now I got my best friend helping me. She was doing the marquee letters. Numbers, I'm sorry. So we got 2 of those. I also got those from Amazon. And then back to this photo prop. So if y'all have ever seen the photo props where like people used to do these a while ago where it was like an Instagram cutout, I did one where we did this poster and then I cut out the center of the poster so that you could kind of stick your head through it when we have the photo booth. When I tell y'all that this was stressing me out, but it came out so good. It looked so good. And this was like the star of the show. So one of the things that we did when setting up, when me, my mom, and my best friend was setting up, we covered parts of the ceiling with like car racing flags. And it looked so good. Like people were in awe when they saw that. And then of course you saw my husband in the back setting up the moon bounce to make sure it worked, because we had just took it out the box. So we were like, let's make sure this thing worked. We also set up a movie station for the kids. So we already had a projector, so that wasn't something that we had to pay for already. Those little blow up things, those seats, we got those on Amazon. This is how we set up the movie theater setup. and it was enough for like 6 kids. We had way more than 6 kids. We had like 25 kids. But, you know, every kid is not going to do everything. And we had a t-shirt station. We had 2 moon bounces. We had soft play and all of that. This was my first little DIY project when it comes to food, because I'm not the type of person that like dibbles and dabbles in making treats and stuff. But, you know, for your kids, you will do it. So I made these little signs for like the drinks. We had like mocktails, and I named them all like car related themes, which was super cute. Like that was Flo's gas, so that was iced tea. This was the start of the candy table. So y'all have to come back for part 3 to see the entire setup of the party. It was so nice. Thank you guys for tuning in.